Hello and welcome to Great Garment Graphics Online. I'm Mel Mybers, and in this video we are going to create a twill cut line and encapsulate the twill with film or flock to prevent the twill from fraying. We are in cadworkslive.com and we'll begin by create a design. And now I'm in my project page, and we're going to create our graphic here, and we're going to do that by going to add Clipart. And this brings up my Clipart options, and I can go double click on the word Clipart, and this brings up all the different categories with Clipart. And for this project today, we're going to go select Holiday, double click on Holiday, and there's 11 pages of Clipart. And for this project, I thought we'd select a clover here for St. Patrick's Day. Now, I don't want to change the size at this point, but I want it a little larger so we can see it to work on. I'm going to go zoom to fit. I'll select my graphic here. And we are going to break this apart. And I do that by going up to the shaping tool. And the different choices here, I can break away regions or break away curve. I'm going to break away curve for this project. And that showed me my cut lines. And for this, I have a drop shadow on here, so I am going to select the outside, the drop shadow, and delete that. And it gives me my inside and outside line. I'm going to add a line to the outside. So if I select my graphic, and this is important to know on all your different graphics, to go from layer to layer, just use your tab key. You can see right now I'm on the outside layer, and I'll select it again. I'm back on the inside layer. So if you have a graphic that has a lot of detail, the tab key is real easy to go from layer to layer. So I'm on the outside line here. I'm going to go over and I'm going to add a line to this by going to Edit Objects. And I'm going to go to Edit Text. Even though this is not text, this is the way you still add lines to it. And this brings up my editor box. And we're going to add an effect here. And in effect, this gives me all my different options. And to add another color to it, or another line, I'm going to go to my contour tool. And I'm going to choose one of the options here. Go to Select. And I want to go to the outside. And I'm going to change colors. And say OK. Now there I have my outside on here. I'm going to change the color on the inside by going selecting it and going down to my color bar. And what this does, this gives me the same color as the inside is the outside. And now I have my graphic. We talked before, I want to change the size of this here. So I'm going to go to my Edit tool and go and select all, just make sure I have everything selected. You can see the height on this is 3.85 inches. The width is 4.05. I'm going to change this to 10 inches on the height. I want to make sure my aspect is checked. Change that to 10, hit enter, and I'm going to go back to zoom to fit. So I changed the size on the height to 10 inches. My width is now 10.52, and I'm ready to send that to my cutting software. And when I select Vector Cut, it wants me to open the program. This is just a Windows 7. And I'm going to go to Vector Cut here. Now this is our Vector Cut. I will go to View, Fit Object so we can see it very well. Now if you look at the design here, the black line in the center represents the twill. The green on the outside, on the inside, represents either film or flock or whatever we're going to encapsulate the twill with. In Vector Cut, it cuts by color. So the green represents either the film or the flock, and the black represents the twill. And if I select all again, you can see that the twill would be encapsulated on both sides with either the film or the flock. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to mirror my graphic. I am going to select the green. I will send that over to my cutter. After I'm finished with that, I'll go to my black, and that will be the twill. As you can see, it's not quite in the corner here, so if I wish, I can just go to Auto Origin. It'll put in the lower left-hand corner. Send that to my cutter, and it'll cut the twill. Let's go back to the original graphic. And just a word that if you're using like a GX24 cutter, which I have here, you'll want to change to a little higher degree blade. The default blade that comes with the cutter is a 45 degree blade, and you'll probably want to change that to a 60 degree blade for cutting twill or cutting flock material. It cuts much nicer. If you don't have a Roland GX24, you have a Mamaki, for example, I think that comes with a 37 degree blade, and you want to change that to your 54 degree blade. And also, likewise with the remaining brand. Also, when you change the angle of the blade, you also want to change the offset. For example, with the Roland GX24, it comes with a default blade of 45 degrees. And you'll want to change that. If you're changing that to the 60 degree blade, then you want to change the offset to 0.40. I hope this helps. Please try it out, and if you have any questions at all, you can contact me at www.greatgarmentgraphics.com. Again, my name is Mel Mibers, and we'll hope to see you in other videos. Thank you.